Hello, welcome to Soulmate Coach Crystal, where you attract, create, and maintain the love that you want. So today is a continuation of how to tell whether you're dating an emotionally unavailable man. Excuse me. And so I'm just going to dive right in. He likes to keep the connection loose. And this means he doesn't initiate things. He just tends to suggest or hint at things, and then you take the lead and follow through. So it's like he may say something like, "Oh yeah, I was going to go to a party. You know, you want to come along?" It's kind of a suggestion, not really asking you out. It's something he's doing whether you're coming or not. So it's not technically a date, but it is time spent with him. And so that's a sign. Next is he goes to great lengths to keep his private life private. And so that is what it is. You know, you don't know his friends, you don't know his family. He really keeps those things separate. That's a sign that he's emotionally unavailable. Another one, he doesn't follow through and or he's chronically late. And this is a person that you may say, "Hey, I'm having a cookout starting at 3. You be able to come through?" "Oh yeah, I'll be there. And then 4 o'clock hits, 5 o'clock hits, 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock, he shows up. You know, and usually with an excuse, but no communication between 3 to 8. You can't reach him. You don't know exactly where he is. Or he doesn't come at all and then calls the next day, or you catch up with him later with an excuse or a reason as to why he couldn't make it. So that's a sign that he is emotionally unavailable. He tells you he's not ready for a relationship. Now, we just got to believe him here. If he says, "I like you, but I'm not ready for a relationship," he's not emotionally in a place where he wants to do it or wants to do it with you. And sometimes, ladies, for us, that is hard to hear, that a man just does. It's not that he doesn't want to do it, period. He just doesn't want to do it with us. And so it will keep us hanging in there because we're trying to convince him that he should be in a relationship. And he may want to be in a relationship, just not with you. So just know that it's not about you, that's about him, and we can talk about that at a later date. So if he says he's not ready, trust that he's not ready. He talks about his ex, and this is in a good way or in a bad way. If he dogs her out, if he rakes her over the coals, or if he talks about how wonderful it was and how he messed up and how he sees his mistakes now, either way, he's probably not finished with her, which leaves him emotionally unavailable for you. And here's a really big thing we fall into, ladies. We will meet a man who talks about how his ex-girlfriend dogged him out and treated him poorly, and he seems like such a nice guy and such a good guy and such a just really sweet guy that we now want to help him. We want to take him in. We want to love him. We want to show him what it's like to have a good woman in his life. See, she didn't appreciate you, but I'm going to see. Now we've gone all the way somewhere else. He's not ready. And so that place where we want to take care of and fix and help and be very cautious and careful and conscious, the 3 C's, of that place. Because that's a place that can take us down the road with someone that's not ready. Okay? And so if you are a wonderful woman and you know you're a good woman, then find the man, that's ready for that. Not the one that's still emotionally tied in with his ex-girlfriend and you got all that stuff going on. And lastly, he introduces you as his friend. And this is after you get to a certain point where you've been dating for a couple of months and he still introduces you as a friend. That is a sign that he is emotionally unavailable and he is not, looking at you in the eyes of, you're his woman or you're his girlfriend. So look, here's the thing. The hook with an emotionally unavailable relationship, or being in a relationship with an emotionally unavailable man, is this: hope. We're hoping that it's going to come together. We're hoping that he's going to act right. We're hoping that he's going to put more energy into it. It's almost like a being on trial. There's enough circumstantial evidence here to suggest it might be a relationship, but not enough to convict it of being a relationship. So if this is where you are and you find yourself in this place, there are a couple questions you can ask yourself. First of all, I say trust yourself. Trust your gut. And then ask these questions. How do I feel when I am with him? And how do I feel about myself when I'm with him? Now, this can go a couple ways. You can feel really good about yourself in the relationship when you guys are together and really confused about it when you're apart. That's a sign that you're in an emotionally unavailable relationship. A relationship with an emotionally unavailable man. Or you could feel, insecure, unsure about yourself when you're with them. Maybe like you should be more of something or less of something. You're not good enough. You're not quite, where you want to be when you're with him. You don't feel the way you want to feel about yourself in his presence. Also another sign that you're with a man that is emotionally unavailable. And here's the bottom line here. This is the bottom line. If you think you are in a relationship with a man like this, ask him. Ask him, what is the nature of our relationship? And sometimes we fall into this place where we go, oh, we're just getting to know each other. Getting to know each other in service of what? Request it. Because if the question of clarity is going to run him off 3 weeks into dating, it's going to run him off 3 years into dating. So when you really want it to be made clear, ask. And trust yourself. Trust that if your gut is telling you something isn't right, something ain't right. Don't just step over and go, no, well, he's saying this or he's saying that. And so ask, and then pay attention to what he says. Does he, would be a good time, but, I got a lot going on at work, or, I'm just really busy right now. Life is crazy. Or, I really like you, and I like spending time with you. And why we got to rush it? I'm not ready for a relationship yet. But all of that, no. If you're in a place where you're ready for a relationship and that's what you want, then all this dancing with him is not doing anything but taking time away from what you want to do and where you want to go. And so, really be conscious of that. And if the waters are murky, if he keeps the waters murky, if he's not willing to say, yes, this is a relationship, or yes, I want to be exclusive, or yes, I want to be with you only, then know that you're somewhere in this dance of being with an emotionally unavailable man. Okay? So, you just have to take the steps that need to be taken if you want to come out of it. If you want to play in it a little longer, play in it a little longer. Just be conscious that that's where you are. Oh, also, ladies, I've got a free teleclass coming up January 25th, Eastern Standard Time from 5 to 6. And it will be a 1-hour class, teleclass. And if you're interested, you can email me, shoot me an email at soulmatecoachcrystal@gmail.com, or you can visit my website at soulmatecoachcrystal.com and fill out a form there, and I'll get back with you. Once you send me the form, I'll get back with you and confirm and send you the number and the dial-in number and your PIN number to get into the call. So I look forward to hearing from you if you're interested. Oh, the workshop is called, gosh, look at me. The workshop is called How to Fall in Love Without Losing Yourself. And so, we may talk a little bit about some of the, emotionally unavailable, the things that come up when you're dating someone that's emotionally unavailable. But this workshop really is about how to stay in touch with who you are and what you want and what's important to you while you're falling in love, to not lose that in the falling in love process. Well, that's it for today, guys, and I look forward to seeing you next Wednesday. Until then, you take care and blessings.